Yet again for the 422nd consecutive game. Allison Williams, the big question is how much of Amile Jefferson and Grayson Allen are they going to see?
Well, we'll have to find out, Obi. Amile Jefferson admittedly about 70%, but he will get the start here in his final home game for the Blue Devils. Both players are dealing with lingering foot injuries. Now, Allen will play, but he will not start. He didn't play in the last game against Miami, didn't practice last week, and that time off really helped him heal. He was able to practice the last 2 days. But Duke is opting to start Frank Jackson. They feel like he played well against the Hurricanes, and he will give Duke more of a point guard out there against the Florida State pressure.
Yeah, it's 16 points. Very good shooting game against Miami. Although Duke only managed to score 50 points in that defeat. Florida State wins the opening tip, and we're underway.
I'll tell you one thing, we're looking at the stats preparing for the game, Obi. You look at the stats, no one plays 30 minutes a game for Florida State, so they should have fresh legs coming down the stretch of the season.
Very deep team. Leonard Hamilton believes that's to his club's advantage. Ojo with a touch. Right back out to Isaac, one of the great freshmen in the league, but off the window, and that won't drop.
Both these teams were trying to get that double bye when they get into the ACC tournament.
How about this? Only the second time that Florida State has played Duke as the higher-ranked team in FSU history.
Wow. They started off so great this year as we talked about the 12-game winning streak.
Kennard denied by Ojo. Slaps that one out of play, the big 7-footer.
Drive by Kennard. What a year Kennard's had. There's no doubt he's an all-ACC performer. Hey, I'll tell you what, Obi, we've been to some great venues this year. The two best for me, buddy, I'll tell you what, nothing better than this place, and also when you go to Allen Fieldhouse, the Fog, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. These are my two favorite. They're Wrigley and they're Fenway Park. Agree?
I absolutely agree.
All right.
Nothing got louder. Although Indiana was something early in the season, too, and they played North Carolina. Here's Tatum straight on, but too strong, and Jefferson picks off the rebound. Nice lead-in shot there by Jones. Tips in his own miss. Very athletic play.
Nice play right there by Jones. With tip in. Senior day today. Neil Jefferson, Jones playing their last game at Cameron Indoor.
Ojo on the low block. Could be an entertaining duel with Jefferson. Got the shot up there, but a misfire. Isaac, yes.
Offensive rebound should be a strength. Jefferson's been playing hurt. There's no way he's playing at 100% since he came back. Look at that speed.
And a foul as the youngster Jackson gets hit. One of the quickest guards in America. Just lightning fast.
Lightning. Now watch Ojo on the inside. The big guy trying to utilize that size. And here comes Isaac with the great offensive rebound. He's got great length, 6'11", Viper dandy.
He just picked up the foul to put Frank Jackson to the line. And as Allison mentioned, one of the Blue Devils who played well in the loss to Miami, but a season low 50 points for Duke, and this is a high-octane offense.
Well, 32 points below their normal average of 82 points a game. And one of the reasons is Allen. You talk all about the tripping. Obviously, he created a monster with that, but he's a key player. He's a facilitator, gets the ball to the right people. They're not playing that game, but don't take anything away from Miami's defense in that game.
He's been hurt, and really for a big chunk of the season. Here's Mann outside the three.
Tried to show a little half-court trap, then rotated back into a man.
Isaac. Jones sticking right with him. He's an outstanding defender. Here's Rattan Mays, one of the better assist men in America, let alone the ACC. His fall-away jumper won't go.
Okay, one thing, there's a real bounce to the step for Duke.
And Jackson, he bounced all the way through, but not there for him.
Made a great drive, just didn't complete the play. Didn't get the good angle.
Now Florida State facing their 9th nationally ranked opponent. So far, Dick, they're 6-2 against that field.
They'd like to go 2-zip against Duke.
Mann fires, yes, and he'll knock in a three.
Wide open. Coming off a 2-game winning streak right now. Florida State, they've been a little up and down. And when you talk about them in the last month or so, we had them in Notre Dame game, and they ripped them apart.
They really did, and I think that's the way the ACC has been. One of the reasons it's been so fascinating to watch. You know, you're really not looking at one team, one school having an absolute grip. Look what happened in North Carolina last night against Virginia.
Well, tempo. A week ago, they played high-powered offense. They routed Virginia.
Jones with another tip off his miss, but couldn't hit it.
Last night, controlled the tempo right from the start, Virginia. When they do that, they're tough to beat.
Man, he can be very explosive. That's a wild shot, though. Ojo back up. No.
You got to convert that. Got a new offensive glass, then came up empty.
And North Carolina held to 43 points. There's Jefferson all the way to the rack for an easy 2.
Nice little cut by Jefferson. Defense broke down. Didn't see ball, you man. And he got himself a layup. You're right. Last night, North Carolina could not get going because Virginia controlled the whole time of that game.
Isaac, who hits 38% from beyond the three-point line with 5 quick points. Keep an eye on that, Dick, because he has been at his best against nationally ranked teams.
Yeah, he seems to have a better bounce to the step here than we had him against Notre Dame.
Kennard, that's going to be a walk. Luke Kennard, the gifted sophomore, averaging 20 points a game. And now Allen is coming in.
I'll tell you one thing, here comes Allen on the floor. I still like North Carolina as my team to win it all, despite what happened last night.
I mean, half of their season average, they were held by Virginia. And look, Virginia does that to a lot of teams with that backline defense, but that was shocking to watch.
It was shocking, but it also makes it a little more shocking. In 14 years, that's the lowest total ever scored by a Roy Williams basketball team.
Florida State with an 8-6 lead early here at Cameron Indoor. They get it underneath. On the bounce, Smith can't connect. Good defense there on the back line for Duke.
Well, it was a hesitation. Should have went right up as soon as he caught the pass. Instead of pump faking 3 times, allowing the defense to rotate over.
Kennard off the fake.
He uses the ball fake as well as anybody in basketball. He uses that ball fake. He uses the jab step.
Allen had it knocked from behind and out of play. 9 on the shot clock there. 15:42 to go in the first half. This is a big, big team, this Florida State team. How big? We'll give you a very close look when we come back to Cameron Indoor, expecting to have a very tight one all night tonight.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented.
In terms of size is Johnny Dawkins. He is a Dookie. He was the guy that really initiated and started the greatness of Duke basketball under Mike Krzyzewski and doing a solid job at Central Florida. He's come off a big win over Cincinnati.
Kennard with his first 2. Just recently went over 1,000 points in that Miami game. And Emile Jefferson is only 4 points away from doing that tonight. He can do it right here at home.
Well, one thing is that will not be Kennard's last basket.
Right. Airborne Rattan Mays getting it downstairs. Smith, and he's going to be walking with it. Jarquez Smith, the senior, with a travel.
It's amazing. They've had 2 opportunities in 2 possessions under the basket, wide open, and they've not gone quickly to the goal. You got to explode right to that basket.
Seminoles still with a game coming with Miami at FSU on Saturday.
It's home. You're right. And they're 17-0 at home. Those Noles fans should be out there in full force.
Been a little different team on the road, as you pointed out, 3-5 on the road. That's also Duke's road record, incidentally.
I think it's most clubs. Nice little 2-man game.
Jefferson to the other side of the iron. What a nice move there.
What a great look, Mike. Unbelievable. That was Kennard with that pass. We're way up here. What a nice pass that was.
And Jefferson with the finish.
2-man game. Watch it right here. There's the fake, the dump down, the reverse, lay it on the glass. Emile Jefferson, to me, he's got that winner's mentality. He's just a winner, this kid. This kid's been a tremendous contributor in his success.
1,000 career points with that basket. So congratulations, as Bacon is short. We'll see if he gets going tonight. Comes in averaging 17. Here's Jason Tatum, a 6'8 freshman, had a rocky game against Miami. Most of the Blue Devils did. That's a travel.
He was 0 for 7 shooting the 3. Up until that time, he had a great first half in the Syracuse game when the Cuse beat him at the buzzer on Gillum's shot. By the way, I think Syracuse is at 9 wins in this conference. You go 500 in this league.
Oh, yeah.
You deserve to be in. Some people are saying they better beat Georgia Tech. Well, they win that game, it'll be a knockout. They'll be home against them.
My guess is Joe Lunardi's going to put him in this year. Smith on a low block, wriggling. Blocked there by Jefferson. Here comes Allen now.
Got numbers, bounce pass.
Testing that ankle. Awkward shot there and taken away by the Seminoles.
Should have thrown a little bounce pass to his left. He didn't see him, didn't have vision of the open guy in the left lane. Florida State having a tough time scoring on the interior. getting the ball inside. Nice backdoor cut.
And the stuff by Isaac, who has 7 quick points.
What I liked about Isaac right there, Obi, movement without the basketball, cutting without the ball. So many stars have to have the ball in their hands to try and create a shot. He moved without the ball exceptionally well. I'm fired up here today, Obi.
Well, how is that unusual? Every day of your life you're fired up like this.
I love it here.
Allen trying to penetrate on the kick.
Oh, nice ball.
Here's Jones. Got a great look. And a nice save by Mann on the baseline to trigger here for Dwayne Bacon.
Nice play.
Isaac, and that's going to be an offensive foul. No basket.
Wow. Wow. Opportunities slipping. They are slipping. I know already I can account in my mind for 3. And I'm usually not too good keeping things in my mind, but I can know 3 right there. Ah, he better score. He put him in La-La Land right there. La-La Land. I went to La-La Land when they were named the winner. I was going to go to sleep. My wife screaming back, get back,
get back,
win.
Get back. It goes to Moonlight.
Moonlight couldn't believe it.
You and Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty got a raw deal. They give the guy the wrong envelope.
Yeah, he did. That was unfortunate. Great ceremony to that point, I thought. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought Timberlake was out of this world.
Incredible. Incredible. He should host that.
Yeah, I think he'd be a great host. Great idea, Ruby. I like that.
Giles plucks that rebound. Harry Giles, 6'10 freshman. He was the most talked about of this elite class of freshmen coming in. Has not been able to deliver that. 5 points, 4 rebounds a game.
Well, tough luck. He's had like 3 major surgeries. Really tough situation.
Yep, really awful knee situation. The one-hander by Jackson will drop. We gotta like this kid. I think on almost any other team in America, he would be playing a ton of minutes. Here at Duke, he's backing up at the point guard spot, but he can be a lead guard for anybody.
Oh, he's good with a great upside. He's very quick. He's confident. He's got a little swag to his game. Very used with the screen, uses it well, pulls up, under control. He will be a solid guard for them next season.
Tatum will pick up his first foul. 12:23 to go here in the first half. Florida State with so much on the line because they have a chance to tie North Carolina for the ACC title when the regular season comes to an end. Here's Isaac. He's had the hot hand.
This might be the only time when North Carolina is rooting for Florida, rooting right now for Duke.
Ojo can't get it to go. The tip, that won't fall.
Having a tough time on the interior, converting. You think North Carolina's standing up right now? They're cheering for Duke.
Maybe.
Don't bet on it.
As Kennard is walking with it. That's a travel. We'll take the break. 11:59 to go. And we have 3 very serious dunkers. More than that, actually. But we have a few guys we're going to highlight when we come back. Very, very serious dunk artist. Grayson sat out. Duke's lost to Miami last week with that ankle injury. He's been battling foot problems all season. But he has managed to play over 31 minutes a game, although at times it's been a major struggle. He hasn't looked like the same slashing, driving, all-America type of a year ago.
Well, you know, he averaged over 20 points a game in the past. I think a lot of it's emotional. I think a lot of it's psychological. I think the effects from that tripping incident, what he created in terms of a really tough situation for himself everywhere he goes, I think played a part in his game.
Entry pass in the lane. The hook shot will not drop. Kumaji, but they get it back. Kumaji's another 7-footer. He's 7'4" from Chad. Always seems that Leonard Hamilton has at least 1 or 2 7-footers. Allen takes the hit after a nice steal there and a foul against the Seminoles.
I'll tell you the one thing, they're getting open shots on the inside, and they haven't been able to convert.
And Trent Forrest will pick up his first foul.
So deep. They go to that bench. They rotate a lot of people. You and I talked about the pros and cons of that. Certainly the pros having fresh players, but in the cons, you never get in a rhythm, a flow offensively.
Well, very purposely done by Leonard Hamilton. He was talking about it today. He said, I want to play about 11 guys in the first 12 minutes. Allen, that one around and out from three-point land. But it can have an adverse effect at times, and Leonard knows that. He'll be off the front of the iron. No good by Isaac, who has been cooking early.
Yeah, Isaac really wants the ball tonight. He's very aggressive.
Tatum stumbling through the lane and gave it up back over to the Seminoles.
It's amazing when you look at Chad Ford's list. He has Isaac right now moved up on his charts to 5 in the NBA draft. He's got Tatum, number 7. Leonard Hamilton's never had it easy. He's always coached in tough situations. Football places, Miami, now here.
And yet this team has won 23 games. And they're on pace to be the highest scoring team at Florida State in 24 years.
Well, a lot of screening rolls.
Isaac, that's a walk in the corner. And they've turned it over 4 times.
He is really assertive tonight. He's being very aggressive. We did not see that out of him in the game against Notre Dame. If you remember, very lackadaisical.
A little bit up and down, particularly on the road the Seminoles have been.
Well, you know, most teams are on the road. You know, we talk about their 3 and 5. A lot of teams are 3 and 5, especially this league.
Sure.
Try to win away from home is very difficult. What a league from top to bottom. It's the best.
Best in the country.
John Swofford's got to be on cloud 9 for what the coaches have brought to the ACC in basketball from top to bottom.
Jackson outside the 3. Now in the blue. And denied by Kamaji.
Trying to challenge the 7'4" guy.
Rattan Mays. Nice in for 2.
Nice little open court play. He and his daddy, both 1,000-point scorers at the collegiate level. Dad played at Florida State.
And Leonard Hamilton says, you know, sometimes I'm playing him 35, 36 minutes. I'd like to get him a breather. Just can't afford to do it. He's too good with the basketball.
His teams use those screen and rolls.
Boy, another travel. Seen a lot of walks tonight.
Well, it's been sloppy shooting, too. As a guy, John Madre, told me, our great stat guy, early in the game, it's been really sloppy shooting. As I look at a guy that's won a few games in his career, I think his resume is good enough to get another year next year.
I would think so. Let's go to Allison.
Well, you guys were talking about Xavier Rattan-Mays. He has been so good with the ball. He leads the ACC in assist-to-turnover ratio and just really playing some of the best basketball of his career. And I asked him what's been different lately. He said, I'm watching a ton of film, and I feel like I know my guys and I know this team so well. I know where everybody's supposed to be, what position they should be in. He said, and the trust level is so high out there. I love this right now. See how they're huddling up, guys? They do this all the time. They are constantly talking, constantly huddling up. Leonard Hamilton told me today at shoot-around, this is the most huggingest team he's ever been around. They're always hugging each other.
I like that. I love to hug. Every time I see people, I hug them. I hug them. Yes. I want people to hug me.
I can vouch for that. Kamaji at the line, which is a real struggle for him.
I like that report by Allison.
Well, Allie's a hugger, too. It's a tight show here, as Kamaji at 7'4" is the tallest student athlete in Florida State history.
You know, limited playing time in basketball.
They're very much a project, and 0 for 2 at the line.
It's got to get a little bit more rotation, a little more arc on the shot.
Neither team shooting the lights out. Florida State 5 of 17, Duke 5 of 16. On a high post, Jefferson. See if they get Kennard going. Not here. Taken away by the Seminoles. They want to run.
They do run. Poor angle. Had no angle right there.
Couldn't get his fingertips on it. Knocked out of play.
Got to have angles. Got to run the 45-degree angle. Run to the little box under the basket, as Coach Wooden used to teach. Dennis likes the speed, though. They're playing at a fast pace. They're getting opportunities. They're just not scoring.
5 turnovers apiece here in the early going. About 9 minutes to go in the first half at Cameron.
Place is always electric when I've been here. It's my first trip here this year.
That's incredible.
I know.
Almost in a March sticky.
I couldn't believe it.
Tatum, he'll draw the foul. 8:59 left in the half. And Saturday at 8:15 on ESPN, it's the rematch from Chapel Hill. Duke in North Carolina to close out the regular season. The Blue Devils won the thriller at Cameron Indoor 86-78 on February 9th.
Well, that's why this game is so big to Duke. I really believe that. And I told it to Leonard, we were talking before the game. I mean, they want to avoid going into Chapel Hill with a 3-game losing streak, and the potential to get a loss there would make it 4 in a row going to the tournament. That's a no-no if you're a Duke team.
Tournament going to be in Brooklyn. Talking about the ACC tournament. That one airmailed by Jackson, but a foul against Florida State in the lane.
New York, baby. As my guy Francis Albert Sinatra said, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, buddy.
Now, when you say Frank Sinatra is your guy, I believe it.
Well, let me show you. Want to see a picture? I can get a picture out right now.
I know you can.
Of Sinatra and I together.
I guarantee you
I
can.
guarantee if my producer would want me to show it, I would prove it. Kim Belton. I would prove it.
You got to find that now because you've dared Kim Belton, our producer, and he wants you to find it.
I got to find my phone. First of all, I lose it like you can't believe. Oh, gee. Between my phone and my contacts, there's nothing worse than watching me on my knees, scrubbing the floor, looking for a contact.
That's some visual. It's Ann Mays, tricky dribble.
He's going to look to score more. Turn it over right there.
Tatum did a great job to stick with him and force the turnover.
Sloppy play going on out here. Sloppy.
Tatum wants the long jumper.
That's not sloppy. That's silky smooth. That says stardom all over his chest. S-T-A-R-D-O-M. I could even spell that. It's 2 syllables.
The National Gatorade Player of the Year in high school out of St. Louis. Florida State suddenly down by 5.
Got to be careful right now that Duke doesn't go on one of those magical runs.
It's Ann Mays with a pull-up and swishes in a 2-pointer.
Now we expect a veteran player to make big shots. He had one of the greatest moments ever for a collegian. Tell him, Obi.
Well, in about 4 minutes and 30 seconds, he scored 30 points. I've never seen that done. Not before, not since. I don't know if anyone will equal that. Jones, big time block by Kamaji.
Years ago on a collegiate level, a professional level, Reggie Miller and Isaiah Thomas had it similar, but you're not going to find that often. Little block party going on right here. Here it is. A challenge the big guys. Don't bring it in here, baby. Don't bring it here. Get it out of here.
Will Cinderella live for one more night? This is it.
8 seconds to go.
At the buzzer. Let's get that! Oh my goodness! These guys are
Field for the Baltimore Orioles. Adam Jones in the house tonight, 4-time Gold Glover. Have you found Frank yet? I've seen Rihanna. I've seen Drake. I've seen John Mayer. Where's Frank?
Where's the Pope? You saw the Pope?
There's the Pope.
Hey, Adam came up with me today. He's a big basketball fan. Played in high school. Also was a wide receiver, but what a center fielder. He made a catch yesterday, diving. I went to the game.
Yeah.
He was in a batter's circle. I'm sitting in my seat. I'm looking for Frank. Give me time to find it, okay? And my producer's screaming about Frank. I will find Frank. But let me tell you this.
It's a victory you could find your phone.
Adam's getting up there to hit. He says, Dickie V, you got Duke tomorrow. I want to go. I thought he was joking. Then a bat boy ran over with his number.
Right.
And he came. He brought a bat, autograph.
Tatum in and out.
He brought balls, he autograph, gave him to John Jackson.
Oh, he's a great player. Love watching him track a fly ball. He's as good as it gets.
4 Gold Gloves.
Yes.
And what a bat.
Duke with a 3-point lead on Florida State. Jones back for Jefferson. Shot clock down to 13. Kennard to his left. A floater. Yes.
He is such a terrific scorer. He has really got great scoring ability. Left go to right. Great free throw shooter. He's having...
Florida State, guys, they want to get out and run and move on offense. I love what assistant coach Dennis Gates just told me. He said, we're stuck in a walk-a-thon right now. We've let them slow us down. We've got to find a way to get easy points in transition and putbacks.
I think Kamaji showing that he still has a long way to go on the offensive end. Great gift from Tatum. Jefferson will finish that.
Nice little pass by Tatum. I tell you, it's danger time here, baby. That's a good TO by Leonard Hamilton. It is dangerous. They are rocking here at Cameron.
I need to refuel. We've been compromised!
Don't let hunger kill your game. Fuel up with Hearty Hot Pockets, made with premium pepperoni and 100% real cheese.
Guys, back!
Introducing New Degree Ultra Clear Black Plus White. Saves your white clothes from yellow stains and your black clothes from white marks. Still with 48-hour sweat protection. New Degree Ultra Clear Black Plus White. It won't let you down.
Well, FSU all huddled up here after the timeout. Just the players there. Looking to pull things together, trailing 21-14 here at Duke tonight. It's a Super Tuesday presented by CenturyLink. Dick Vitale still searching for that Frank Sinatra photo, along with Dave O'Brien and Allison Williams.
I don't like to be challenged, and my producer has challenged me, and I know him over 3 decades. Kim Belton, I will prove him wrong. I have the photo of the chairman of the board.
We'll see how the Seminoles come out of this timeout. Leonard Hamilton getting that TO to try and stop this run. Bacon on the spin, and it is out of play. They'll get together, and it'll go the other way.
They've done a great job negating Bacon tonight. He has really struggled here tonight. Look at Leonard on the sideline.
7 turnovers for the Seminoles.
Has Bacon scored yet?
0.
Absolutely. I mean, mid-season, I had him as one of the best in mid-season. Then he went into a little up-and-down scenario.
Comes in averaging 17 a game. He's been a top 20 finalist for the John Wooden Award most of the season. Jackson, strong move to the hole and 2.
I love his driving ability. He's an explosive athlete. Great first step. He knows where he wants to go, and he knows how to finish.
Getting some serious minutes. Grayson Allen did not start with that ankle injury coming off the bench. It was a game-time decision and a foul here against the Blue Devils. And that'll go against Matt Jones. Wednesday, a great doubleheader, starting with the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference squaring off. Our first game at 8 p.m. Eastern, LeBron and the Cavs taking on Isaiah and the Celtics. Then we head to Staples Center for a Western Conference clash between the Rockets and the Clippers.
Boy, I tell you, the Rockets, what a job Mike D'Antoni's done with that club. Harden's been terrific.
Bacon, tough shot, no. Rebound, foul and 1. He'll be at the line.
That's a big-time offensive rebound right there. Mr. Belton, can you get a camera on us, please? Here he goes. There goes. Bacon trying to score, but there's the offensive rebound. Great conversion. And they missed that earlier in the game.
All right, so you found the Sinatra pick.
I got it. It's here.
Which, not surprisingly, is in black and white.
Yeah, here's the guy. Thanks a lot, Obi. Hey.
There it is.
There it is.
You and the chairman of the board.
Chairman of the board, Oscar Feldman. I presented him a Piston jersey. Yes, sir. I wasn't around to present too many of those jerseys. I didn't get a chance to put the sugar in my coffee.
I knew you and Frank went a long way back.
I met him later. I don't have the photo, but I have another one later at a concert.
Tatum, little bump. Tried the window, but he'll be at the line for 2.
Low-scoring game. Really, offensively, has been a poor performance by both teams. Very inefficient, playing hard defensively, but not able to make shots.
Number 2 on Jonathan Isaac, who is such a key man, even though he's just a rookie. He's averaged near a double-double against the 8 top 25s they have played. So he's in a little bit of trouble here with 4:55 to go before halftime. And he's going to have to come out.
I think there's no doubt when you pick an all-ACC team, and there's been a lot of quality players left off, I think 2 guys automatically. Kennard is one, and I also think Josh Jackson, North Carolina.
No doubt.
I think those 2 guys are absolutely lock city. Then after that, you could take a lot of guys. I'll tell you another guy I'd put on there. I know a lot of people might not, but I would put him on in a heartbeat. John Collins of Wake Forest. He has been terrific. And if you want the rest of my team, I'd go with Mitchell, who's been terrific for Louisville, and Bonzi Colson. He would be my MVP. He's been a double-double machine in this conference.
You and I had a spectacular game at Notre Dame at South Bend.
Absolutely.
That was against Florida State, in fact.
He's had many.
Way downtown, that one won't go for Koper. Rebounded by Ojo.
Ojo gives him another opportunity. One-on-one on the inside. Nice play.
Dropped in by Kofer, the 6'8 junior out of Atlanta. His first basket.
You know, Kofer and Jacquez Smith are guys that were starters and had injuries. So you got guys on the bench who've been played starter minutes prior to this year.
Poke from behind on Allen, trying to get it back. It was off his fingers and out of play. They've turned it over 6 times.
Sloppy. Another sloppy possession.
So let's take a look at this. Kind of a blind example of who might win the ACC Player of the Year. Just on those numbers, Dick, who wins it?
Well, just on those numbers, wow. Wow, look at the numbers. They're unreal. 19-9, 51% is pretty cool. That's pretty cool right there.
We'll come back and we'll reveal who those guys are. We'll show you the pictures.
I don't know who they are, so I never saw them before.
The 10 Mays airborne off the backboard. No.
Making shots. Brick City, USA. He's so smooth, Tatum. Fly to St. Louis. I'm going to be on Bernie Nicholas's show. He does a great job on St. Louis. Columnist as well.
Tatum, tough move. No. Rebound tip controlled by Duke in his second effort. New shot clock. Tatum back out for Jones. Kennard driving the paint. That hung on the iron and tipped in by Jefferson.
Jefferson with a nice little tip in. You can even see the way he runs up and down the floor, that he favors that leg a little, the foot.
8 and 7 for Jefferson. The graduate from Philadelphia.
They need him badly. They cannot win a national title if he's not playing.
Floated pass picked off. Poor effort there. Tatum on the run, slicing, and foul on the play. That's an intentional. No question about that. Grabbing the jersey like that.
No doubt about it.
So 2:52 to go, and Duke has the momentum.
They got
lead, threatening to pull away a bit from Florida State here, tail end of the first half. Dickie B, we got the guys in the studio, their picks for ACC Player of the Year. Is your guy even on that list we showed?
My guy's not even on that list. My guy didn't make the list. Certainly Justin Jackson. I said Josh Jackson, thinking about the kid in Kansas, Justin Josh, but Justin having a great year for the Tar Heels. My guy is Bonzie Colson. He's a double-double machine. The guy's been unreal, and to the victor goes the spoils. Their team has been winning, and they're winning because every night he gives them a tenacious, unbelievable effort.
17 double-doubles for Colson at Notre Dame. Tatum at the line after the flagrant one, and he's an 87% foul shooter.
And the bottom line is they get the ball out of bounds, so this can be really a tough stretch here for Florida State. 2:52 on the clock. Duke can really open up the gap here.
This is their biggest lead. Kofor committed that foul for Leonard Hamilton's team moments ago. So Duke with the ball back on the baseline. Jackson in for Jefferson. I think you're so right about Jefferson, too. Before the bone bruise, he was having an all-America kind of a year.
He was dominant. He was absolutely dominant.
I mean, he was a double-double waiting to happen every single night. Here's Jackson, and a lot of iron, but off it falls.
He did not play in the first game when they were beaten by Florida State by about 16. Florida State broke it open late.
Bacon just lost it on the way up. It's been that kind of half for the Seminoles. Here's Kennard. He banks it in.
Are the banks open in Durham? The banks must be open in Durham. Wow.
I was happy to see him smile, because he certainly didn't call it, but he'll take the triple. And a big momentum shift these last few minutes for number 17 Duke. And they continue to play outstanding defense.
Well, the bottom line is when you look right now at the play of Florida State, shooting horribly. They're like about 8 for 25 right now, not even 30%. Look at this. Shooters get breaks, don't they? Shooters get breaks. Look at him smiling. He said, I called it. I had it all the way.
Ojo. And who will get the hot hand here for the Seminoles? They need one badly here. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Right in front of the shot clock. That one will not fall.
Handles the ball better than most people believe as well when you think of Kennard. Look at that drive.
Hard drive.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He will be a star. That kid will be a star at Duke. Jackson. Yes, sir. Not Reggie Jackson. Frank Jackson.
That's a 9-0 run. Jackson has 8. Florida State kind of falling apart here, and a shove from behind on Jefferson. He'll pick up the personal.
They don't have any rhythm at all offensively. Duke has really taken that apart with their defense. Watch Kennard now, gives it, little handoff, there's the little fake, and look at him turn on the Jets. Oh, does he turn it on? Uses his legs so well. Power off those legs. In any sport, when you play tennis, baseball, you got to use your legs, man. A lot of people don't realize that. You got to flex, you got to bend, and you got to explode.
Yeah, the rookie played a lot of minutes early when the big three were on the bench. Nice touch there. That one will drop in. Florida State Desperate for a basket. They get that one from Angola Rodas.
Played a lot of bodies. Play 11 people. Look at Jackson. He's getting better and better at the right time of the year.
Under a minute before halftime here at Cameron Indoor. Jefferson.
See, Jefferson doesn't have the explosion he had earlier this year.
Tatum's got plenty, though.
Oh, he's got lots of it.
Shot clock at 5. He'll fire it long range, around and out. On the move, Walker just lost his footing, lost the ball too.
Out of control. Out of control.
Tatum. He gave it up. Picked off a foul as well, and it's actually tipped into the basket, but it will not count.
If it was the NBA, it would count.
Yes.
There's no NBA here, no continuation. I had a lot of fun doing the NBA game.
You and Bill Walton.
Yeah, last week I went to watch them play as well. I was in Cleveland for a speaking engagement at the Cleveland Auto Show. I had a great time and went to see the Cavaliers play as the guest of Dan Gilbert and had a terrific time.
And I know LeBron loves you.
Oh, I had a great time watching. He is so good. I mean, you watch him, you can't believe how good the guy is, and that's why I picked them to win the NBA title.
Matt Jones going to the Duke bench with his second foul. So Florida State with a chance to grab a bucket right before the break and get a little bit of momentum, but Duke was threatening to run away and hide there for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Say, Obi, if they can come up with a big three here, get it down to 10, have a little bit of a life, momentum.
Walker. Difficult shot, but he drops that one in.
Nice drive right there.
And a pick.
Oh, that was goal.
That would have counted.
Would have counted for sure.
PJ Savoy with the theft. So Florida State, a little bit of an uptick right before halftime.
23 points with a three-point shot, with a shot clock. It's hard to believe today, 23 points at halftime.
Jefferson
Ouch.
walking away here on senior night after a very productive half. And Duke with the lead 34-23 at the halftime break. And let's toss it down to Allison.
Leonard, it seems like it's been tough to get into any kind of rhythm offensively. What have they done to prevent that?
Well, gosh, we had almost about 8 or 9 point-blank layups that we just didn't finish inside. Yeah, we're lucky to be where we are. Matter of fact, I feel pretty good right now. We're only down 11 points, as many layups as we missed. For whatever reason, we haven't moved the ball, we haven't moved our bodies. I think we'll do a lot better job second half.
What has allowed you then to keep it at an 11-point game despite the struggle?
Really, I mean, I guess our talent level has allowed us to score some baskets, but it hasn't been because we've been very efficient on the offense end. We've really executed very poor. They've been overplaying us and denying us. We're not back cutting, not moving. I think we'll adjust it and be a lot better second half.
Leonard, thank you.
Coach Hamilton, thank you very much. Coach K was not happy with some of the officiating in the first half. He lingered for a while. Stay tuned for the Alfa Romeo halftime. Second half, Duke on top of Florida State 34-23. Dave O'Brien and Dickie B with you. And Dick, could have been worse than that if not for a little rise there at the end by FSU to get some points on the board.
Well, you know, they really hurt themselves certainly early, missing all those interior shots, opportunities they had. They better get a great start in the next 4 minutes is key for them. They can't allow Duke to go on a spurt now and get all the momentum here on senior night.
Indeed, it is senior night. Time for a look at better decisions brought to you by Sony View. And you talk about Florida State using their size early to good advantage with a couple of big block shots. That one by Kumaji and the other one by the big 7-footer Ojo. But then they started to neutralize that effect.
They did. They drove the ball really well. Kennard and also Frank Jackson had some great drives to the basket. Look at that explosiveness right there. Spots the lane. And then take a look right here without Emil Jefferson. The big number right there. 0-2 without him. And also, when you look at the points in the paint, when he's not around, man, it's unbelievable. He scored 46 points. When he's there, only 32. That's 14 points. He's so valuable to this team. He has that winner's mentality. He could play for me any day of the week.
Let's go to Allison.
And guys, Emil Jefferson is the heart of this team defensively, and Duke really pleased with how they played on defense in that first half and the way they attacked the defensive boards. Offensively, though, they have to work harder and be stronger. They've got to cut harder. They've got to be strong catching the ball and catch it ready to shoot.
I tell you, Allison, they got to make shots. They shot so poorly. They didn't have good rhythm. They didn't have ball movement, as you said, and as Leonard told you as well. They just did not execute.
They made only 36% of their shots. The catch by Ojo, a dribble down. He converts.
Well, he's going to take advantage of that size inside, Obi. Look at the big mismatch size-wise.
You guys are both talking about Emile Jefferson and his impact. He almost had a double-double in the first half. 8 points and 8 rebounds. Jackson gets a nice clean look and buries the triple.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you agree with me. I think that kid's headed for stardom. Stardom.
Absolutely. He was the co-MVP of last year's McDonald's All-American game.
He's got great elevation, explosiveness to the basket, and he can make perimeter shots.
Ojo again. That one dropped. Rebounded away by Tatum.
Tatum's got that long wingspan.
And can handle the rock as well. Jefferson finds the lane and draws that foul. He'll be at the line for 2.
Watch little Jackson right here. He's going to spot the opening. The defense falls down, squares the body, gets the shoulders squared to the rim. Nothing but nylon.
37% beyond the three-point line. We showed you that he won the slam dunk contest back in high school as a McDonald's All-American. He can do so much.
Comes from out of Utah. If you can play, Duke's going to find you. I'll tell you that.
Jefferson at the line. At 61%. And that one will roll in. His dad here cheering him on tonight.
Proud daddy. It's my guy. It's my guy. Can have a Duke degree as well.
He's already graduated, of course.
Going for the Masters.
Very smooth at the line, giving 10 points. And Dad is happy tonight.
Paul Biancardi says they got incredible class coming in Duke as well, and they're not done recruiting yet.
Smith in close, no, and that'll go the other way.
They're after a young guy that also Florida State's after, whose father played at Florida State football, Knox. Kevin Knox, a tremendous talent from out of Tampa. Also on his list, Kentucky, North Carolina, Duke, and Florida State.
Wow.
Wow.
Some list.
Not bad. He can play, though. Oh, but he's an instant in-back, a one-and-done player. So a video of him, I was blown away.
Kennard with the shot clock down to 4 now. Tatum slamming on the brakes. Kennard beat everybody for the rebound. Here's Jackson's 3. Boy, big tip of the cap to Luke Kennard. The rebound, the kick out. Jackson with the 3. On the other end, Rattan Mays for the bucket.
Well, if I'm Jackson, I'm running over and giving a big hug to Kennard, because Kennard absolutely made that play, as you said, Obi. With the rebound, the great vision, the bounce pass. Kennard is complete. He's a complete player.
Yeah,
he's an All-American. I would say, if you're picking the 5 best today on the way they performed in college, forget about NBA.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? We're seeing the show by Frank Jackson. They cleared out for him. The kid is becoming a star. The kid, Mr. Jackson.
Rattan Mays again looking to answer. He draws the foul. But on Jackson, aren't you impressed by how he uses that window over and over?
Yeah, he really does. John Wooden used to love his players doing that. Look at that rebound by Kennard. They double up on Kennard. He bounces the ball to the corner, and Jackson squares his body, follows through, and knocks it down.
Rattan Mays at the line.
What a job they've done defensively on Bacon. Bacon has really struggled tonight. 17 points a game. They're not getting anything out of their star.
1 of 2 for Rattan Mays. 44-28.
This is the kind of performance you want if you do, especially heading to play North Carolina in a big showdown. Best rivalry in all of college basketball.
Trying to snap a 2-game losing skid.
Yeah.
Kennard, little air ball there in close. He thought he got fouled. Rattan Mays taking over now offensively for the Seminoles.
Well, he should do a little bit more of that. I've said it often. I told you, Obi, in other games. I think he's too unselfish. He is really bought into distributing the ball, finding people when he's got offensive talent to score.
We have seen him absolutely explode at times in his career. Jackson strong again for 2.
He's putting a show on, baby. Hey, America, learn the name. Frank Jackson. A star is born here tonight.
Smith bottled up the kick out. Isaac.
Shoot it.
Here's Mann. Too strong. Well, you feel like it's a danger zone for FSU. Reach it, but no foul on the play. Duke does come away with it.
Jackson has such great driving ability, confidence, swag. He believes he's bad, man. He's bad.
Matt Jones appears to be nicked up. Here's Jackson.
Oh! He said this like high school when he played in Utah. What a show he's putting on. Still in the spotlight tonight. Frank Jackson. Are you serious, Obi? Are you serious, Allison? We're watching a star being born.
He has 21.
Unbelievable.
13 of those, Dick, in the second half.
Oh, wow. Look at that driving ability. Great body control. Super Obi.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball.
But look at the unexpected ACC performers this week. Bruce Brown hanging at 25 against Duke. Kyle Guy is really becoming a factor, a freshman for Virginia. But how about Frank Jackson? Maybe on that list tonight with 21. He has tied his career high.
Well, he tied his career high, but he came here with an explosive moment here in the second half. Really showing his driving ability, his ability to shoot the three. Guy, by the way, made 5 threes against North Carolina.
Strong drive with a left hand, and that one dropped in by Forrest. And a foul as well. The Seminoles really needed that one desperately.
He really did a great job here in this drive. Open court. Nobody stayed in front of him. Went to the goal. Straight line drive to the basket. Good left hand.
Foul by Kennard, his first.
Well, let me tell you this. They got 5 minutes on the clock to get this game to respectability. To try and get it to 10 or 9 deficit if you're Florida State. They have really had some bad performances on the road. Getting beat's one thing, but getting pounded like we saw against Notre Dame and here is a different story. And at home, it's unique. They're 17-0.
Yep, unbeatable in Tallahassee. Different story on the road. Here's Tatum. Working on Isaac. Scoops it in.
Tell you what created the opportunity here for Tatum. The play of Jackson, the defense stayed with Jackson. Nobody gave help. And Tatum was allowed to get that big gap and go right to the basket.
Walker on the drive, picks up the foul.
See right here, look at the big gap he has. Because Jackson's out in the corner being chased by someone because of the great start. Look at this. Look at this unbelievable driving lane.
Isaac. Scoops
And he's got the quickness. Got that great first step. He's going to be one heck of an NBA player.
Jackson was second personal to put C.J. Walker, who is also a freshman, at the line.
Came out of Indianapolis. The city's player of the year in high school.
Jackson gets a great hand as he goes to the bench.
He deserves a great hand. His daddy's in the house.
This is dad, the state senator from Utah.
Wow, there he is right there.
There he is.
He looks like he can play. Looks like he's ready to play right now.
He looks locked in. So Grayson Allen came on. And the way the younger Jackson is playing, Grayson Allen is an afterthought so far tonight. He did not start because of that tender ankle.
I want to make sure he's healthy, though, as you get into tournament time. You need your veteran players, guys that have been there, understand the pressure of the one and out.
Allen without a point so far in this one. That's going to be a blocking foul on Florida State. That'll go against Walker. Saturday, 8:15 Eastern on ESPN. It's the rematch from Chapel Hill. Number 10 Duke and number 8 North Carolina to close out the regular season. Duke right now ranked number 17. The Blue Devils won the Thriller at Cameron Indoor. It's a sonic blockbuster, also streaming live on the ESPN app. And another whistle.
Just the best matchup you can get. North Carolina and Duke, that should just be goosebumps when you just say those two names.
Duke on top 51-34. In for Kennard. He's been pretty quiet.
He's passed the ball well. He's done a lot of other good things on the floor. He's more than just a scorer.
And the noisiest guy for the Blue Devils tonight is wearing number 15. At the moment, Jackson on the bench. Jones back for Allen. Allen's only shooting 35% for the season. Great fake by Jones, and it's going to rattle out.
Now, it's not on the senior. He's one of those glue guys. Plays great defense.
Blocked from behind by Tatum. And with some authority.
Where is Mr. Bacon? Where is Mr. Bacon?
Kofor in the paint with the left hand. Yes.
Nice strong move inside by Kofor. Bacon's got to show he's a star now. They need his help. They need his help badly. Only got 15, 13 out of 5.
He's been pretty invisible so far here tonight at Cameron Indoor.
Well, Duke did that also to Andrew White from out of Syracuse. He couldn't get a shot in the whole second half.
Tatum, that's going to be an offensive foul against the Blue Devils.
That's a good call, real good call.
Now listen to this block moments ago. Could hear that thud.
Wow.
Tatum quickly down that lane to swat that one off the backboard. He punched it.
Tell you one thing, he's got those long arms and wingspan. He's only a baby at this kid. You wait till he gets a little maturity, strength, special talent.
Jackson back in for Duke. Tan Mays wants to go strong. It rolls off the iron. Allen with the rebound.
You know, Florida State can get back in the game. Their star's got to give them a little lift.
Here's Tatum with the corner jumper. Caught all sorts of iron. That rim has been a little unkind to the Blue Devils here. On the run, Tan Mays slicing in.
You know, nice little transition right there. They got to make some things happen defensively. If Florida State wants to get in the game, they got to come up with some stops, and then Bacon's got to contribute something offensively.
Jefferson, 3 fakes, and he finishes.
No way he should have scored there with 2 people around him.
12 points tonight. Jefferson closing in on another double-double. Airborne shot off the window won't go for Walker. He hustles and plucks it from behind. He forced that one. Angolo-Rodas with a miss. A double miss as Forrest came up empty. Florida State has missed about 12 layups tonight. Jefferson, and one!
He's not missing layups. He's not missing layups on senior night. On senior night, he danced, and that's my son. All those Dukies, the future giants in our world. Medicine, law, 1,500 SATs. Unbelievable to get in this school.
And pump fakes.
Look at a pump fakes right here. Wow. 1, 2, 3, and he goes up and use the left hand. Wow. Wow.
And Jefferson 6 out of 6 from the field, 14 points, along with 9 rebounds. And this is the Emil Jefferson before that bone bruise in the right foot.
Jeff Cable told me before the game that Emil Jefferson has not been quite the same since that bone bruise that you just mentioned. Obi obviously having a big performance here tonight. He said his movement just isn't the same. He doesn't have the pop, but the biggest thing is he had to think about his injury instead of just going out there and playing. But I will tell you, his teammates love him out there, whether he's 70% or 100%. He brings such leadership to this team. Luke Kennard told me that he does something like no one else can in college basketball. He gets us in the right place defensively. He said he is the kind of player that just carries this entire team through any adversity we have.
I really buy that. If you know the kid and you get a chance to meet him, he's that kind of player. He's the kind of kid you have great respect for.
And tonight, he joined the 1,000-point club. A spin by Allen, yes.
They haven't needed it, Grayson Allen, tonight scoring because of what Jackson has done.
That was his first basket, his first 2 points. And yet they're working their magic tonight. Nicely done there. In close by Angolo-Rodas, the 6'6 junior out of Findlay Prep.
Yeah, Rodas with the score. Angolo-Rodas. You notice that Bacon's not in the lineup right now. He shot 1 for 3, 17 minutes. Did not really show any stardom at all. He's their key player.
Yep, and only 3 points tonight, averaging 17, and that'll go the other way. So that's an offensive foul on Tatum. That'll be his third. Bacon right now very, very quiet. Tatum and company up by 17 over FSU. Guys, also big opportunity for Florida State. Plenty of time here, 11 minutes to go. Trying to tie North Carolina. They hope for a conference championship. We shall see, but Tatum and company with other ideas.
Well, you know, when they lose big. They've lost 5 games in double digits.
Florida State with the ball here, trailing by 17. Jump shot from the corner, and that one will swish in for Savoy, who makes 41% out there.
Yeah, Savoy's strength is the three-point shot. That's his great ability.
Now to Las Vegas.
They got to get him some shots. His dad played for Las Vegas.
Bacon on the bench right now in a key moment as the Seminoles try and resuscitate their chances. The bounce for Jones. He'll let fly. Got it!
Tough to get back in the game if you're not coming up with stops. You look at Bacon, their star, sitting on a pine over Pine City. You got to come up with stops.
FSU has played 12 different men in this game. Way downtown, off the back of the iron by Angola Rolas. You're not going to beat Duke by exchanging three-pointers because they're probably going to make more than you. They make more than anybody in the conference, about 8.5 a game.
Yeah, they're one of the better three-point shooting teams in America.
Strong moving close. That's how they're going to get it done with follow-ups like that by Trent Forrest.
Well, one thing is they're not quitting. They're playing hard. They're showing a lot of effort right there in that possession. But they got to show the effort here defensively. Got to stay in front of your guy. Can't let him beat you to the basket.
Under 10 to play here in a 15-point game. Jones baseline.
Oh, good ball movement.
Kennard into the paint with that floater. Follows it. Yes.
Strong with the left hand. He used the right hand twice, and he's come up short. He played quarterback, though, right-handed. They say he was a right-handed quarterback, and a good one.
He has 11. Rattan Mays going in strong and draws the foul. He'll be at the line.
They need him to go off for one of those incredible spurts that he's capable of. Look at this right here. Short. Nobody blocks out. Gets the second effort. And he converts with the left hand. Strong lefty. And look at Rattan Mays. Right to the goal with great strength. I love his offensive skills.
Kennard with his second foul, Dick, and can't connect on the three-point play. 62-47 Duke.
The whole rhythm and the flow right here, you see Duke seems to be total control. But you never know. Florida State can go on a spurt.
Jefferson, his defender went down, and he lost the ball.
They got the ball deflection.
Rattan Mays again with the penetration. Got it.
You see his scoring ability? You see his scoring ability? He's got great ability to get to the rim. And I think all year long, he's been really just happy being a facilitator and distributing the ball.
Bacon's been cold, but Rattan Mays is not. And Coach K needs a timeout. He sees that hot hand.
Well, 13 down. A lot of time yet on the clock.
XRM starting to catch fire now with 15 points. He slices in for 2 more. Dwayne Bacon putting in a lead effort to win college basketball's highest individual honor in our Wendy's Wouldn't Watch.
Well, tonight 3 points. They need him to get some playing time. And right now he's on a pine and not happy with his performance. He's going to step up. I think when you talk about that Wendy's watch, Frank Mason, Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, Swanigan, those guys have been consistent basically all year.
Tatum on high, wants that paint. He banks it in. That's an NBA move.
What a great drive by Tatum. You know, I love what Chad Ford does. Does a great job, but I would go a little different in my picks. I would right now, when you look at Tatum, I'd have Tatum in my top 3.
Allen hit the deck. He was looking for a call there on the other end. And now coming into the offensive zone for the Duke Blue Devils with a 64-49 lead.
Well, Florida State decided to play small ball instead of playing all their big guys. I tell you, my top 3 guys, I love Jackson from Kansas, Lonzo Ball, and Tatum, and Fultz of Washington would be my 4th guy.
Allen bouncing for Kennard. A step back 3. Right in front of the shot clock. Picked off by FSU. Here they come. They've been going to the lane time and time again. They do it once more. Forrest for 2.
They're really driving to the basket. They got a big gap there. They're beating people one-on-one off the bounce. The question is, if they're going to really get back down 13, can't trade. You got to defend. You got to lock people up.
Backcourt foul against the Seminoles. Trying to win their 24th game. Duke at 22-7. A fight inside the ACC here on a big Tuesday. Duke and Carolina, the rematch. This play happened a couple of moments ago. We told you that Allen went down. He was looking for a foul. Was he tripped here by Rattan Mays, who goes down, misses the shot. Allen darts away, and down he goes. It's fascinating because Rattan Mays was one of the 3 guys that Allen tripped. In fact, that happened a year ago. What do you think? Anything there?
Nah, I don't know. I mean, it's really questionable from where we're sitting up here.
In the corner, Tatum. Lost it back to Allen. Here's Jones on a handoff, but can't connect from 3.
They got Bacon back on the floor now. Let's see what he can do here. 6 minutes left.
Savoy. A save on the line. 6:46 to go, and a whistle. And a foul. Let's go to Allison.
Leonard Hamilton telling his guys to go to the rim, and he seemed to be looking right at Dwayne Bacon when he said it. He said, don't worry about spreading the ball around. Just get it and look to attack the rim.
I'll tell you, Allison, that's one thing he's done well when you look at Bacon throughout his career, but we haven't seen it here tonight. What's like 1 for 3? He's really struggled. Hasn't looked like an all-ACC performer, that's for sure.
Allen to the bench. Kennard just picked up his 3rd foul, sending Bacon to the line.
You know, Kennard gets those 3 fouls, but think about this, Obi. In the last 10 years, Duke's had only 2 20-point scorers, and there's a reason for that. They usually share the ball. They got great talent. But the 2 guys were Nolan Smith, who's here as working in the coaching staff, 20.6, and Grayson Allen last year, 21.6. Right now, currently, coming into this game, Kennard is 19.9. And since I was a mathematics professor, I say that's 20 a game. Take the .9, and we round that sucker off.
Dickey, I had no idea. Well, this one's starting to tighten up a little bit all of a sudden. Duke on top, 64-53.
It will really tighten up if they're going to stop here and come back down and score.
Get some of their size back in the game. Isaac at 6'10". That one won't drop for Kennard, and picked off by the Seminoles.
Here come the nose. Now here's where Bacon's got to show his ability.
Well, here's his shot on target.
He's got to show that ability. Make it a little interesting right now. Remember, Duke's lost 2 in a row. They don't want to lose that 3rd, heading to Chapel Hill.
That's a Florida State team that can really defend when they set their mind to it, and they have a little 7-0 run going.
They got Isaac's been real quiet, too. He's been on a pine. They get their stars on the floor now.
7 on the shot clock for the Blue Devils. Jefferson up to set the screen. Way downtown. Yes, by Kennard.
He's made big shots all year. Not afraid to take the big shot. Kennard, Mr. Ohio in basketball.
A lot of contact there. That'll go against Bacon. An offensive foul. Allen loving it. And on the bench, Harry Giles loving it.
Point guard in America, and he's originally from Newark, New Jersey. He's on IMG Academy. He's considering my alma mater, Seton Hall. Kansas, the Jayhawks want him badly. So they're not done recruiting yet. Gary Trent coming in here. Dad was the shock of the Mac when he played.
I'd say if any of those guys are here tonight, Paul knows about it. 5:45 to go. 67-56 Duke. And they have the basketball.
What I don't understand, I see Bacon a little passive, both defensively and offensively. I don't know, in fairness, if something's bothering him, he's sick, but he doesn't seem to be playing with that energy you'd like out of a star player when your team's struggling on the road.
I agree. We've really seen him play far, far better and with a lot more energy. And now he commits a foul as he leans over the back of Emil Jefferson. That'll be his third.
I'm giving him every benefit of the doubt because I've liked him as a player.
Coming in at 17 points a game on the Naismith and Wooden Award list, the watch list this season. 5:32 to go. And Jefferson at the line, 61%.
Strong game for Jefferson. Senior night.
He has 14 points. He also has 9 rebounds.
Free throw line's been tough for him. Here's where Isaac also's got to show that ability. That he's being charted 5th in the draft by Mr. Ford.
Isaac on a crossover. Tough. And fouled by Emil Jefferson.
Yeah, he got fouled by Jefferson. I'll tell you another great trade of Jefferson. I happen to know the family of the girl he's dating lives about 2 blocks away from me.
Really?
The Grain family, David Grain and his wife Lisa, terrific people. Look at this kid Hannah. A lot of potential. Potential. But many times, potential gets the current coach fired and the new guy steps in.
That happened to you?
No, I got fired. We had no potential. No, we had too many injuries.
Isaac, good foul shooter as a freshman at 81%. He has just 8 points in this one. He comes in averaging 13 and 7 rebounds. So a little bit off tonight, but still time. And makes 1 of 2.
Remember the nightmarish night we saw at Notre Dame on the free throw line?
Yes. Oh, they were terrible.
Unbelievable.
That's another double-double for Jefferson. And before that foot injury, he did that on a regular basis.
Yeah, he was like Bonzi Colson's been doing up there at the Fighting Irish. See him put the ball in the hands of Kennard. Usually good things happen. He'll drive, he'll find people, or he'll score, and then he'll find people. Oh, look at that ball movement. They bring
Shot
it back.
clock is down to 2, Dick. He's got to get that ball away up there and a miss.
Bad shot.
And it never got to the iron, so it is a shot clock violation and a big stop there for Florida State.
Well, they haven't been able to get into single digits. Here's an opportunity in terms of the deficit.
Bacon, his 3 straight on. Rebound picked off by FSU. Forrest is going to be walking with it.
Yeah, he definitely took a step. Bacon is struggling. I don't know. From where I'm at, it's difficult to tell, but it looks to me like he is struggling physically.
That last one, he was open. That was a great look.
Well, you don't see the bounce. I'm watching right now defensively. I'm watching him. He's really lacking that incredible intensity you'd like to see in that emotion.
Under 4.5 left at Cameron Indoor. Tatum whirling in, scoops in 2 more.
Oh, how sweet he is. How sweet, how special.
Walker in tight, denied. The kick out, Isaac. Tipped out again, another attempt now. Here's Angola Rodas. He'll drive it to his right. He can't finish.
4 opportunities.
Wow.
4 opportunities, Obi.
And finally a foul against Duke with 3:58 to go.
Can't fault the effort. The effort was there. Just not making shots, baby. You gotta make shots.
Jackson with his 3rd foul. Time and time again. 4 different efforts here on this one possession for the Seminoles. Couldn't get any to go, but well, perhaps the difference in the game here tonight was the first 4 minutes of the second half, Dick, because Frank Jackson just went off.
He was the difference maker. He went an incredible spurt with his driving ability, with his range to shoot. Look at that driving ability. Love his hang time. Love his range. He's going to be a star here in the Duke uniform. He's most likely he'll be back next season. Should be back.
Second consecutive game. He's really exploded tonight, tying his career high with 21.
There is nothing like kids that can make shots. What amazes me where I live, we got a young guy who's looking at Mr. Jackson. His name's Emmanuel Lambright, Sarasota High School. 6'6", great jumping ability, tremendous range as a shooter, and really right now not committed anywhere. Talked to him the other day. I know that Georgia came down to see him this week, but I'm telling you, a kid that can make shots is invaluable. Invaluable. You can't really teach that art, and jumping ability as well. So I'm telling all you recruiters, get to Sarasota High School, Emmanuel Lambright, a sleeper, Paul Biancardi. You should be writing about him.
And drop by the Vitale household for a little lunch.
Absolutely. We go to another broken egg or first lunch.
This was not done yet. Florida State down by 10, but Duke has the ball. Back off for Kennard.
Well, they're doing a better job now. They've been doing a better job defensively, playing a little smaller lineup.
4 on the shot clock, and a whistle, and a traveling violation. So FSU gets the stop.
Still fighting to try and get into single digits. Look up pass.
He's looking for career win number 1,066 tonight.
Wow.
Bacon steps back, a two-pointer. He drains it.
He's got ability. He's got talent. Nobody's ever questioned that.
That's the closest since it was 21 to 14.
They got to lock up defensively. Got to talk to one another. Defense is communication, helping one another. Duke's getting a little bit passive right here.
Yeah, you're right. I was about to say he's taking a lot of time out there. Not full throttle attack like he was earlier. Now he goes with a left hand. He loves that window. And a foul on the floor with 2:52 to go.
He really does. Great job exploding to the basket, Jackson.
O.J. Made in America is now the Academy Award winner for Best Documentary Feature. If you missed it or just want to see it again, we have it for you every night this week at 11 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2.
Wow. Academy Award. You know, Josh Krulowitz, our PR guru, was sending out all kinds of tweets about it.
And I think once it was announced, the great miracle was they didn't change it.
Missed free throws. Oh, you got to come up with that ball.
Oh, tipped out of play, but Duke's going to keep it.
Duke gets the opportunity. That would have been down 8, possession of basketball. That could be a big turnaround right here.
2:50 left. Jackson poked out of play by Rattan Mays.
Sloppy. Use your head. Use your head. Cerebral. Got to be cerebral, he's saying. Like that word? Here it is now. His defense. Bacon's playing Jefferson. There's a big size advantage inside for Jefferson. In fact, he's pointing, getting you the ball.
Kennard thought about the 3. In strong, and he'll be at the line here for 2 shots with 2.5 to go.
Well, if you're Duke, you like seeing him go to the charity stripe because he shoots really well at the free throw line.
He's 85%. Bacon with his 4th foul. So his tough night continues.
Well, that's not the Bacon that I know. You see him with usually a lot of energy, a lot of spirit. I mean, attacking.
15 for Luke Kennard.
You don't have to be demonstrative with your personality, but he usually plays with a lot of vitality, a lot of spirit.
Trying to put Duke in front by 10 again, and he does as that one drops.
It's great when you got a free throw shooter like that coming down the stretch. That's such a bonus.
Duke's made 12 out of 15 on the entry, and a foul against the Blue Devils.
That's a good play right there for Florida State because it stops the clock and allows them to go into some pressure defense if he converts on the free throw line.
It's 3 on Jones. Bacon a 73% foul shooter.
And the B&B guys last year, Bacon and Beasley. He went to the NBA. Got some teams out of bubble coming up a little later. Vanderbilt and Kentucky. Big game for Vandy. They've really turned it around. Coach Drew doing a good job, but that would be a major win for them to get Joe Lunardi really excited if they could ever beat Kentucky at Kentucky.
Another one coming now for Dwayne Bacon, the sophomore from Lakeland, Florida.
Home of the Detroit Tigers.
Yes. Spring training time as he connects on the pair.
They got to go some full court pressure. And you don't want to foul Kennard. You want to keep him away from that free throw line. And if Duke, they're going to get the ball to Kennard. They got Bacon playing Kennard right now. Star on star. Spreading the court. Duke usually excels at this time because they got good free throw shooters. And they spread the court. Great spacing.
Yeah, Duke as a team makes 75% for the year. Shot clock down to 4. Tatum lifts and hits it.
The Viper Dandy has really elevated his game the second half of the year.
Back up to 10. Isaac stepping into a 3. Rebound comes back to the Blue Devils and Jackson.
This is getting ready to be tucked in a book as a win for Coach K. Just what he needs, another W in his career.
Getting closer and closer to 1,000 wins as the Duke head coach.
Unbelievable.
Already well beyond that overall.
What about 24-0 in Olympic basketball?
Yes, and the 3 gold medals. Tatum slamming on the brakes. Kennard came in, broke it up, and got it back.
He kept the ball alive. Terrific effort by Kennard. He's in a big guard, great size. Oh, the Cameron Crazes love it. Now they're going to go to the dorm and study and become that lawyer, that doctor, that scientist, the genius, the politician.
Allen will back it away. Did not start in this one because of the ankle, but set some strong minutes here in the second half. Tatum again. And tipped back to Florida State with 45 seconds to go.
Now look at that ability.
Bacon.
Oh, then he makes a bad pass. This baby's over. Obi, it's over. Adam Jones wants to talk to you about your Red Sox. He wants to talk to you about your Red. Look at this here.
Great moment.
Great admiration. Great love for one another. Look at this right here.
Yep, 243 meetings.
I know Roy doesn't want to see that one line that says Duke has won 12 in the last 16 games. His kids are saying we got to do something about that.
In for Bacon. He'll finish that, but it's been a long night for him.
You should come back with me to Florida. Go to spring training.
Good, yeah.
Thursday, I'm going to see Smokey Robinson, and then I'm going Saturday to Blake Shelton. Come on down.
Got it all lined up. You're going to Vegas.
Yeah, going to Vegas.
For the West Coast Conference Tournament. I'll be there with you.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of fun. Gonzaga got beat by BYU, but they're certainly deserving of being a #1 seed.
And a whistle here with 20.9 to go. And the Duke Blue Devils are going to snap a mini 2-game losing skid, and they're going to go to 23-7.
Tell you where this game was lost for Florida State. The first 5 minutes when they had opportunity after opportunity and could not score on the interior. That set the whole tone. But they got a little lackadaisical. And then there was the Frank Jackson show right after halftime where a star was born. I mean, he lit my eyes up watching his driving ability. And this kid here, I'm telling you, I am going to pin him in. Oh, what a hand for Jefferson. A lot of love right there. They love him here. He's a beautiful young guy. Beautiful young guy. Over the years, I've got a chance to talk to him. Classy in every way. Terrific teammate.
And another one, Matt Jones, the senior, stepping out. Big hug from Coach K. He had 5 points and 3 rebounds.
He's the kind of kid eventually may be back at Duke as a coach. Coach K likes to have those former players. So Shire there, A. James, so Nolan Smith, Jeff Capel.
Bacon.
Too late, my friend.
Yep, 3-pointer.
Too late.
To make it 74-68. Still about 14 seconds to go here.
Came up too late.
Jackson fouled at midcourt. He had his hands all over this win tonight for the Duke Blue Devils.
Absolutely, Obi. Can't wait to see you down in Vegas, buddy.
Well, it should be a really fun tournament.
Yeah, you know, BYU, St. Mary's, those things are tough. And Gonzaga cannot afford a loss. There are people out there dying to get them off that one line, and they got to win that tournament.
In and out for Jackson, who already has a career-high 21.
You know, we hear about all these teams on the bubble. The way you get off the bubble, you do what Tom Izzo and his kids did. Go out there and beat a Wisconsin, beat teams that you got to beat.
Yeah, Duke coming out and was in there for just a few seconds and then brought back out as Coach K orchestrates these final moments. Duke is going to win this one over Florida State and end the Seminoles' hopes for a co-championship in the ACC. There's your final score, 75-70. The Duke Blue Devils win it here tonight over the Seminoles, and they snap a 2-game losing skid. So that'll do it tonight from Cameron Indoor. Thanks so much for joining us. For Dick Vitale and Allison Williams, I'm Dave O'Brien. Right now, let's send it out to Tess and Sean at Rupp Arena as we say good night from